Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation. Before going to the main part, I'd like to introduce myself first. I'm Phương from Group 7, and my group has 4 members, me, Jing, Lanang, and Chang. Today we are here to talk about the causes and effects of overpopulation. In this talk, we'll focus on 4 main points. First, the situation. Second, the causes. Third, the effects. And finally, the solutions. I'll start off by talking about the situation. So, we all know that overpopulation has reached an unprecedented number. And now our planet is home to over 7 billion people. And this is expected that this number could rise to 10 billion by 2050. It will rapidly increase as time goes on. If things continue at this rate, we'll face up to a serious problem. So, what are the causes of overpopulation? Let's move on to the second part, which is presented by Chang.
Some of the factors that cause overpopulation is that 1. Poverty. The lack of education and the inability to afford proper health care result in higher birth rates. The UN has predicted that 48 poorest countries in the world are also likely to be the biggest contributors to population growth. The second reason is poor usage of contraceptive methods. Partners with poor family planning skills can lead to unexpected pregnancy, which especially exacerbate in undeveloped areas. A study by World Health Organization (WHO) shows that this usage figure drops to 43% in countries that are disrupted by issues like poverty, result in higher birth rates. Another reason is the advancement in healthcare. The improvements of medical technologies had led to lower mortality rates from many serious viruses that affect people's health. The fatality rate is much lower now than in the past. It delayed the cycle of life and death and led to the rise of people being born and lower the chances of people dying. Immigration. Immigration is a serious problem in many countries. Sometimes the number of people immigrating far exceeds the number of people who emigrate, thus lowers the country's desired population resources. Another reason is child labor. In many countries with loose childless laws, children are intensively used as a source of manual labor. These children are rarely provided with birth control options as they grow, which further contributes to the booming population. And fertility treatment. The kind of treatment enables people to conceive more children. Now, most women have the option of having children, even if they may not have been able to do so with such treatments.
Thanks, Chang, for your information. Now, I would like to introduce some effects of overpopulation. In our opinion, overpopulation has led to 3 serious effects. Now, let's start with the first effect is the lack of job opportunities. Every year, thousands of people move to big cities in search of work, result in higher competition in job sector, and created more difficulties in seeking jobs and more rise in the unemployment rate because there isn't enough work to support a large number of people. And the rise in unemployment also increased crime because people always want to feed their family. The second effect is the traffic jams. It not only disrupts transportation, but also pollutes the air. It is supposed to be bad for humans because people can be stressed when because of the exhaust fuels emitted from vehicles around. And the last effect is the shortage of water. According to the study, roughly 1% water in the world is fresh and accessible, while the human demand for fresh water would stand at approximately 70% of fresh water available in the world. So, in conclusion, overpopulation put pressure on water resources for supporting the need of living and industrial activities. As a result, in agricultural sector is facing drought and crop failure and contributing to living instability. Besides, the shortage of water is also caused inadequate sanitation, causing respiratory and digestive disease. So, what is the solution to this problem? Let's discuss with Lanai.
As we can tell, overpopulation contributes to a massive negative impact on our world. So here are some beneficial solutions that may improve the overcrowded problem. First of all, people all over the world should understand what it takes to care for family and the expenses that come with it. They need to consider whether it's bad to restrict the number of children they desire. Another related point is to raise public consciousness about the issue of overpopulation. When they replace the number of children in comparison to the overpopulation, many people will realize that if we do not alter our action, it will leave us several drawbacks. Also, education is crucial in the sense of addressing the dense population. As a matter of fact, poor people are more likely than rich people to have children. Thus, schooling can assist individuals in escaping poverty and, as a result, can indirectly lead to a decrease in population growth. Or, if citizens do not take any responsibility for this problem, the government would be required to interfere and impose stringent limits on the number of children. At the same time, they need to have strict policy of migration into big cities to limit overpopulation. In conclusion, overpopulation is a serious threat to our whole environmental system. It's likely to cause severe conflicts and wars, as we will fight for resources in order to meet the daily energy demand, and therefore crucial that we address this problem with appropriate and long-term solution. Only then can humans be able to live in peace in the future.